So I've got this brilliant mould, and it comes with this jigsaw bit that you can build inside the actual mould itself. Also comes with this little pack here with some brushes in it. They're always useful. So that brush not really useful for anything other than cleaning out your moulds in the little intricate bits. But these little soft brushes are brilliant. Comes with tweezers and some pink hearts. There's lots of different ways that you can do this. This is coming from Resiners. They are branching out and doing a lot more additional things for resin, which is great news for us. They've also got this full range of these ultra fine glitters that stay suspended in your resin, which is what we all are looking for. And they've got a lovely range of colours here. Plus they've got the little nail things and little pots of beads and gems and all those sorts of things, as well as great value pressed flowers. And you get a great pack in there as well. Now, if I've got any discount codes for these, I'll link them in the description below, and you'll be seeing me. I'll probably be using these in projects coming up shortly. So first thing to do, mix up my resin. Well, I've taken a measurement of how much resin I need. I need 100 ml for this and 200 ml for the heart. And I've written that in permanent marker on the back of the mold. So I'm going to mix that up in this large jug. I've got my resin poured out, and now I'm going to quickly give it a mix of 4 minutes using the Resiners double-headed mixer, and it really does mix up well. I'm using the corkscrew paddle, and now Resiners have said if you've got the old mixer, then you can use the corkscrew paddles with the old mixer. So if you want to get new ones or replace them, then the silicone corkscrew ones will work perfectly with that. They were concerned that they were slightly heavier than the other ones and it might cause problems, but they've done tests and apparently it's fine. But if you haven't got one of these and you get fed up mixing resin, I would strongly recommend you get one. Honestly, they take all the hard work out of mixing resin. Rexing, that is the word I'm now going to use instead of mixing resin. Well, that's finished mixing now. I've taken that off there, and my advice is always give these a wipe down prior to putting them away. Don't let it dry on the silicone and then crack it off. It does clean that way, but it will reduce the life of your silicone dramatically. Look how quickly that has got that lovely and clean, ready to be used next time. And that's the same with your jugs and all that sort of thing. Don't leave your silicone in your jugs and your molds and all that, because it does dry them out really quickly. So I need to get 100 of this put by before I go putting my glitter in it, because if not, what'll happen is I will forget and then I'll have it all the same colour. We don't want that. And this base bit I'm doing with the red. You don't need to keep it in those. I do that because, well, I just like them. I like packaging. And now I'm just going to sprinkle my glitter in there. How lovely and fine that is. Give that a bit of a stir. Now I'm going to sprinkle a little bit more in, and then give that a stir. I do it in 2 halves because then it mixes in a little bit easier. Look at that, it's beautiful. And now I'll do the same with the silver. And now I can start pouring it into my jigsaw. I don't want to pour it so it's bulging over the top. I want to pour it so it's level with the top of the mould. And you've got all these wriggly bits in it as well. So what I'm going to do is pour a little bit in each of them first. Let that find its level like that. And get one of my little silicone tools and then push that in all the way around into everywhere. All these little nooks and crannies of the jigsaw. Massive thank you to everyone that got me a coffee last month as well. Really do appreciate it. Thank you, Vivian, for the things that you sent me as well. I will be putting them all to some great use, so thank you. And to my wonderful fairy god sister, she knows who she is. I want to say a big thank you to you as well for always listening and supporting. If you buy me a coffee, then very much appreciated. Everything goes towards my channel, and also you get your name on my coffee board. So there we go. They're all... Oh, look, I missed one. Missed one, look. Missed one. And now I can top these up right to the edge. I don't want to overfill them. That is really what I'm trying to avoid. And the reason I'm trying to avoid that is because I want these to all lay as flat as possible when I put them in the second bit. Look, I missed another one there. Did anyone notice? Look how well suspended that glitter is. Well, I measured that incorrectly. I think I would have got away with about 50 mil of resin for that. What went wrong there? I will use this resin for something else. So now I can put that to one side and let any bubbles come to the top of that one. And now I'm ready to fill this one. I'm going to pour this in slowly till that gets right up to the height that I want it. Big thank you to all my members. If you'd like to become a member, benefit from the members videos, all the support and everything that you get from being a member, then check it out. The link is in the description below, or you can push the join button underneath this video. You're under no obligation once you push the join button. All it does is tells you about what you'll get as a member. It's well worth checking out. I'm sure my members will tell you how much they enjoy it. So there we go. That is nicely poured. I'll leave that another 5 minutes and then I'll come back to it and go over it with a long neck lighter. So these have had 5 minutes. I'm just going to pop over it now with a long neck lighter. There's hardly any bubbles coming up, which is great. And then we can leave those to cure up and I can show you what a brilliant mould it makes. This is all cured now, and I forgot to show where I sprinkled the glitter on the back of it to make it more solid. It really does suspend brilliantly, this glitter. Look, I didn't use this up so I could show you this bit here. Look how well suspended that is throughout. I love it. Oh, been looking for glitters like this for such a long time. And buying them in bigger bits as well. So you don't just have to buy these tiny little pots of it that are designed for nail art. So let's undo this. There we go. So we've got a nice even covering over that. And now the difficult part is going to be, for me, the jigsaw. I am terrible at doing jigsaws. Even jigsaws that are only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 pieces. So they've all come apart lovely, and I haven't over poured them, which makes a massive difference. So now I'm going to build this jigsaw. Oh look, I think that bit might go in there. Oh, it does. Oh, I'm not going to record this bit because I think it's just going to be embarrassing. So I'll show you when I put this jigsaw together. So there we go. I've managed to get it together. It didn't take me too long in the end. And it says, I love you. I think that is so cute. There's lots of different ways you could do this. I think it's a great little gift for someone. So I do think this is the cutest mould that I've used in a long time. It has come out really well. I love that. You could do so many different things with this as well. You could put a photograph of someone you love in the background, and then when they build, and give the jigsaw pieces to them in a little bag, and then when they build the jigsaw it says I love you. There's lots of different things that you could do with it. I do think it is so cute. Be sure to check out the video I've got coming up next. I think you'll love that one. It's a great project. Boot that like button, hit that subscribe button, but most of all, enjoy your resin. Take care. Bye.